Oh, hi, Scott here, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in York and I'm going to have a walk to Brew York, which is a wonderful brewery, one of my favourites, overlooking the River Foss. They've got a beer hall, they've got a tap room, and you'll be able to have a little look at them brewing some beer as well, hopefully. Anyway, let's have a look at Brew York. Well, it's certainly, the river level's high. Bloody hell. It's been wet. It certainly was wet. A Sunday in mid-January. Walking now through York City Centre from the station. Crossing towards Warmgate, which is where Brew York is situated. That's a lovely thing about York. That's a merchant adventurers hall, which you can just come across lovely buildings like that. Warmgate is where we are making our way to, and we're just crossing onto there now from Merchant Gate, walking down in a part of town you wouldn't expect to see a brewery and a beer hall, but there is one here, and there we are, Brew York. So walking into it now, as you can see, there's a little shop there on the right hand side as you go in, and then you're going into the tap room. This is where they first started brewing beer in 2016, and there we go. As you can see, they've got quite a large bar, and downstairs, but there's two bars, there's one upstairs, one downstairs. The downstairs bar really just serves their own beer. That's perfect, thank you. Thank you. So I should say my pint was a pint of Citra Pale, £5.20 a pint, and very, very nice it was too. Bit of a slug of it, as you can see, as I walk down now to the other end, and towards what would be the sort of the beer garden overlooking the river. Unfortunately, it was closed, as you'll see in a minute. TV screens there showing what beers are on. Now, through that door, usually that's where the beer garden would be, or one of the beer gardens, but it's closed, no doubt, because of the high river levels. But it is a lovely, lovely area. I did try and find a picture of it, but I couldn't find a picture of it, so apologies, I couldn't. Into the main brewery area now, as you can see. This is where they started brewing, as I said, in 2016. Two guys met at the stag do, I believe, of a mutual friend in 2016, and they started brewing, sort of home brewers together, and they expanded it into a business. And we're looking now into the brewery itself, the casks and the kegs there waiting, the brewing vessels, fermenters, etc., all there on the left-hand side, and quite a nice place to have a sit down and to have a beer. So I'm now going for a little mosey down the other end, and posters of their beers on the wall, and a sort of an American style bar, which is very big, lots and lots of seating. You can sit down, sort of an oblong area, and then upstairs to the beer hall. Now, the beer hall was funded through a crowdfunding scheme a couple of years ago, and this is where you can buy other people's beer. It's a massive beer hall that's got some food up here as well that we'll see in just a minute as I make my way up. The opening hours of the beer hall are longer than the tap room downstairs, and you will have a little look now at the beer hall. It's quite an expanse, as you can see, almost like German style. There's long trestle tables and benches, and but very much a York flavour to the artwork that you can see. Some Japanese street food there on the left hand side, which I didn't fancy, if I'm honest. I went somewhere else afterwards. And then straight in front of us you've got a massive selection of beers. The TV screens ahead there showing exactly what they've got, and then there are taps on the bar, which I think has got most of their own stuff, but then lots of taps with other people's beers, as I said, there on the back wall, and lots to choose from. Lots to choose from. I would imagine if you're not a beer person, you could get slightly intimidated by that, so I would imagine best to ask advice as to what you want. So going downstairs, and the exit from the beer hall itself is straight ahead of you. Keep on going, but as I'm going to do, you can turn right to go into the tap room, which is where I've already been, and you can see that little area there. And then I think you've pretty much seen everything now as we walk back to the rear of the property so I can finish my pint. So, lovely beer, really enjoyable pint. Shame I couldn't have a look at the beer garden, because that's really atmospheric. I will put a photograph, or if I can find some video of it, up just to show you what it's like, but really worth a trip. It was quite quiet today. It's a Sunday morning, so it just opened, so that's why it's why it's quiet anyway. So I hope that has been of some interest. If it has, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Please hit that notification bell, and as ever, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, I'd be very grateful if you could like this video and hit that notification bell. If you do that, you'll continue to receive lots more rubbish just like this.